Good evening, this is Janvi Sanjeev from Bombay Bulletin, and in this segment we bring to you the story of Maharashtra High Court's verdict that has sparked controversy across the country. On 11th July 2006, a series of bomb blasts were carried out in 7 suburban trains in Mumbai at peak hour between stations Matunga and Mira Road, and in just a few minutes, 189 people were dead and over 800 injured. The anti-terrorist squad named 13 main accused, out of which 1 died in COVID, and 15 absconding co-conspirators who they linked to the Student Islamic Movement of India and also the Lashkar-e-Taiba, making it seem to be part of a plot against India's financial capital. Then after years of trial in 2015, 5 of the accused were given the death row while 7 others were to serve life imprisonment. Now, after 19 years of the incident and 10 years after the verdict, the Bombay High Court has reversed the judgment of the Makoka court and has acquitted all the 12 convicted, claiming that prosecution had no base for the decision except reasonable doubt. The High Court judgment is incomplete and there is no mention of any compensation for the wrongly accused and also no leads for the real perpetrators of the blasts. The most vocal among the lot, Dr. Abdul Wahid Sheikh, who was acquitted in 2015, talks about all the police brutality that they endured while in custody in order to extract confessions out of them, that the whole case was built on harassment, concocted witnesses and planted weapons. They would get their signatures on blank sheets of paper and use the same eyewitnesses for different cases. The High Court, he says, was too focused on the how of the case instead of finding out the who. A special bench of Justices Anil Kilor and Shyam Chandak noted that upon examining the confessional statements related to the bomb blast, they found that certain portions of the statements were identical and appear to have been copied. ATS chief at the time, KP Raghuvanshi, now still stands his ground and says that they have done a good investigation and collected ample evidence, which was why the trial court convicted the accused in the first place. And he also adds that the current ATS team will examine the judgment and decide on the appeal. Those acquitted, including Muhammad Sajid Ansari, Dr. Abdul Wahid Sheikh and Dr. Tanveer Ansari, talk about all the lost years, the lost connections, divorces and having had to start from scratch after being out. The court order then went on to the Supreme Court, which has stayed the acquittal but has stated that the acquitted do not need to return to jail. The stay prevents the acquittal from being used as legal precedent, and the case will now undergo a thorough investigation and review by the Supreme Court. The Maharashtra government, instead of finding out who the real perpetrators are and why the investigation went so wrong, is now appealing against this judgment. The verdict has left people questioning the credibility of the judicial system and the accuracy of their decisions. This points to the unfortunate fact that many perpetrators remain free while thousands of innocents are imprisoned every year. Everything in the case for which the 12 people spent 19 years seems to have been a figment of imagination. They spent a fair share of their youth for this and much time also in a living coffin that is the undercell. While there seems to be a glimmer of justice for those who were wrongly accused, justice has still not been returned to the victims of the blasts. Nothing seems to be certain as of yet, but we'll bring you the developments as and when they occur. Keep watching Bombay Bulletin for more.